absolutely ridiculous. Not bad, really impressive. Obviously it's a bit sad, insane. Hello and welcome back to Assetto. Today we've entered the future of the entry-level Lamborghini. The V10 is gone and replaced by the same engine as the Toyota Prius. So is this still any good? The entry-level Lamborghini was introduced in 2003 as the Lamborghini Gallardo. Then we had the Huracan, and now we have the latest generation, the Lamborghini Temerario. Both the Gallardo and the Huracan came with amazing V10 engines. But to save the penguins, this new generation has a hybrid engine now. Don't worry too much though, as it is still a V8. It revs twice as high as your mom's minivan and has more horsepower than a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. So here we have the latest generation, the future of the entry-level Lamborghini, the 2025 Lamborghini Temerario. Here to save the planet with the tiny engine of only 120 horsepower. Well, anyway, we'll jump into the statistics of this car later on. Let's first start off with the mod itself. This 2025 Lamborghini Temerario mod is made by VR Driving and is already a really nicely done mod, as the car is barely released in real life. On the exterior we find the aggressive styling, which I think is a great follow-up on the Gallardo and the Huracan. Mod comes with 32 different color options, and for this video we use the Giallo Inti, as it just reminds me of the OG Lamborghini Gallardo. Most light work, as we can see here, for example the blue whitish day running light. Light indicators only work on the back and the high beam doesn't really work. But to be honest, when we move over to the interior, I'm not bothered by those small missing features. Inside the Temerario we find 3 screens, the center media screen where not much happens on, so no Apple or Android CarPlay for example, but just a static picture basically. On the right we have the passenger screen, which shows you the speed, gear and driving mode the driver is in right now and works as in real life, which is a nice touch to this mod. Then we have the best part of the interior, and that is the screen right in front of us. It's a complete new screen and new cluster compared to other Lamborghinis. When you change the traction control, you can see the driving mode changes from Sport to Cita and last to Strada as well, which is your track mode basically. If you look closely, you can see the hybrid system changes as well upon changing the driving modes. When you're driving and it's time to shift, the cluster will change color and will become blue, slightly comparable to the Lexus LFA. But the best thing about this cluster is the startup. It's only for a few seconds and doesn't really matter for when you're driving this car, but it's a really nice touch that they animated this into this mod. So the car itself and the specifics of this mod. Well, so the car weighs 1690 kilos, which is not really bad, as it's only 100 kilos more than the Huracan. And what I mean with not really bad is that because it has a full hybrid system now. And if you remember the BMW M5 I reviewed earlier on in a different video, that weighs 500 kilos more than its predecessor. So I think we can live with 100 kilos more in the new Lamborghini Temerario. So obviously it's a bit sad that we don't have the V10 engine anymore, but I think we can all agree this engine will do just fine. What have we now? It is a hybrid twin-turbo 4-liter V8 that works together with 3 electric motors, which makes it extremely powerful and extremely quick. The twin-turbo V8 drives the rear wheels and the electric motors drive the rear wheels, which makes this car all-wheel drive, but still it's rear-wheel biased. The 4-liter twin-turbo V8 produces 789 horsepower on its own, which is already really impressive. But combined with the electric motors, it produces 907 horsepower in total, which is absolutely ridiculous. But the most ridiculous thing probably is that the whole car revs up to 10,000 RPM, which is absolutely insane. So how does this car drive? Well, that's where this car really shines. The thing that VR driving does has nothing to do with virtual reality glasses, as you might think, No, it uses AI technology to make the handling of the car in the game as close to in real life. With this car, it drives amazing. It's really as sharp as a knife through the corners. It really reminds me, then again, of the Huracan Performante S, which was an amazing car as well, all-wheel drive and rear-wheel biased. With the insane power output makes this car obviously really quick. Car goes from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.7 seconds and goes all the way up to 342 kilometers per hour, which is absolutely ridiculous. On the Nordschleife, I managed to get it on the long straight before I had to brake up to 300 kilometers per hour, which is not bad. And I tried it on a long straight, just some random track, which was just a 30 kilometer straight. I managed to get it up to around 327 kilometers per hour, which was not bad as well. It's not the 342 kilometers they claim the car can do, but well, the car isn't really out in real life as well, so who knows what it will actually do. Well, my actual verdict on the car. Let's just first start off with the sound. The sound of the mod, I don't think it's very close to real life. I only found a few YouTube videos where you could actually hear the car. But yeah, I don't really like the sound that the mod is making at the moment. It revs up to 10,000 RPM, which sounds amazing. Especially on the exterior when you're outside of the car. But inside of the car, I don't think it really sounds that well. However, I do love the styling of this car, with the open tires in the back, the aggressive front, and the whole car still keeps this Gallardo and Huracan blood in my opinion, even without the V10 engine. But what makes this mod so nice then? Well, the handling once again. It just drives insane. It really drives really nice. I just can't find the right words for it. It just goes through the corners so nice. I always prefer rear wheel driven cars, but then again this car, it's rear wheel biased and it just wants you to go quicker. You can feel it. It goes through the corners really quick. And then when you have the traction control turned off and you go around corners really quick, you can just get the back end out still, which makes this car quick, but still fun to drive as well. Oh, that wasn't the best example. Anyway, you get what I mean. I know it's a hybrid and we lost the great V10 engine, which was in the Lamborghini Gallardo from 2003 till 2013 and in the Huracan from 2014 till basically 2024. But with all the rules and regulations, I think we can accept this 900 horsepower 4-liter twin turbo V8 with a small electric motor. So for me, yeah, this car starts to grow on me. Thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one.